What's up, dude?
What's up? We're back, dude.
Yep.
We're here.
Moody
Made
had his
it.
baby, everybody.
I did.
Moody had his baby.
I had a baby. That's crazy. Oh, let me flip this.
I had a baby. Yeah, that's crazy. What? DSLA is acting like a baby. What?
Pretty wild, dude. Tomorrow's his 2-week-old birthday.
I was gonna say birthday, yeah.
Birthday. It's like every
2 weeks.
when he was 1 week, we celebrated his one week.
Yeah, presents?
Presents, cake, the whole nine.
And
The whole family came.
It takes so long for them to open those damn presents when their fingers just don't even work yet.
Wouldn't that be crazy if you did that? And, like your family's like a baby shower and now a 1 week birthday. Like you just keep inviting people. You're like I can't make all these things that you're doing.
Your first 2 Christmases and your first the first birthday is just like the biggest waste.
Yeah.
Because usually they're born like, halfway through the year. So they're like half a year old first Christmas, a year and a half second Christmas.
Right.
So it's like don't do anything for the baby. They won't know. They won't remember.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Oh, it's totally for the parents. Yeah. Yeah. Like the baby, all the things. It's just, yeah. And the baby shower in general is just kind of like, it's one of those things where it's kind of like,
The
just
baby shower.
For,
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
and then
for presents, and you're like we really don't need to do this, but like you're forcing your friends to be like, hey, like
I
you
hate
can get
that.
us a gift, but like
it's like we don't want to
know.
do this, but we have to because it's part of tradition.
But who made the tradition? Like who did this?
A baby shower.
other
Is so weird. And
cultures
only
do
is
that?
really for your first baby. Because now, like, since we've had another one, and we may, if we're working on another one, then I don't expect another baby shower. We didn't have one for the second one.
I was thinking the same thing. Like after the first, like, are we really gonna go through and keep like up that tradition, or it's just gonna be like, yes, because the second kid gets hand-me-downs.
Right.
Their pacifiers fall
Right.
on the floor. You put them
Especially if
back in
they're
their
the
mouth.
same sex.
Yeah,
Like, it's 2 girls and it's like or 2 boys.
We're in our family. We're only raising boys. No
Good
matter
point.
what they are.
Yeah. When Lucy wears all Bud's hand-me-down clothes, so she just wears boy clothes.
Well, certain things you can get away with. Yeah.
It's funny. I
like
pick her up from
shirts
school
and
some
stuff.
days. I'm like, damn, dude, you look like a little boy all day wearing your like Bud's sweatpants and
No.
his old Spider-Man t-shirt.
That's a jean jacket.
Yeah.
I guess girls wear jean jackets too. Yeah, that's funny.
Girls can wear jean jackets too, I guess.
They do.
Bless their hearts.
Yeah, bless their hearts. What do we got?
Marshmallow man. Oh,
Oh
no.
wow, dude, it's a ghost.
He brought
Christmas past.
marshmallows.
No way. It's a sweet treat.
I'm back and I'm sitting here now.
Perfect.
Thank you, Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, thanks.
That'll go perfect with my hot chocolate.
Oh.
Do you have hot chocolate?
No.
I don't drink any either.
Did you say hot chocolate? What are you gonna do to my poor marshmallow?
It's a marshmallow blanket.
Get
It's like last week with Fitz, his roommate walked up and I was like, I swear to God, I'm going to kill your effing roommates. No.
Dude, what's it? Yeah, what are his roommates like?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounded like Max was a cool guy.
Yeah.
He was friends with. Yeah.
They're like younger. They're like, younger 20s.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think like,
It's a big difference.
12 years older than these guys.
I know. That's a big and just like perspective and I don't know, maturity, I guess.
Yeah. I was like,
Which is weird because you wouldn't think that, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, should I move my car? It's in the street and don't they tow it if it's in the street? He's like, oh yeah. He's like yells. He's like, hey, move your cars. Like,
No.
my friend's gonna get in the driveway. So he made them go pull the car across the street.
That's funny. Nice.
I was like, I guess that's the advantage to them being younger. You can just treat them like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. But how did I do with my interview?
With your interview, really
Yeah.
good. I did think it was really, really cool. I listened to the whole thing just in one go too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was super funny.
Yeah. It started off so awkward because he asked me, he goes, how do you guys start? And I go, we just usually start talking.
Dude, you asked, the scenario is for the people at home, is Drew asked, a buddy of ours, a good friend of Drew's that like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Basically like a friend that you haven't seen in like, what, a year?
Yeah, like 2 years.
Yeah. And he's like, our first meeting together now should be a podcast. Like our reunited
Yeah.
on camera.
It was good.
It's just funny. It's like it's like a lot of pressure for somebody. And
Right.
but
For
it's
him.
like not really that big of a deal, but it's still
Yeah.
like funny. Like, hey, let's hang out, but we're going to do a podcast.
I just kept telling him no one's gonna watch.
yeah. And
Yeah,
it's like,
no one's gonna watch.
we can't speak beforehand. Save it for the pod.
I did. I went in there and I was quiet while I set up. I was like, it was awkward because I hadn't seen him in 2 years, and I'm just like
yeah.
setting up all my stuff. Like,
Oh, dude. Just for the man at home, Nick. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just had to hit him with that.
and his roommate Max. Yeah.
For Sully, dude. I want to turn this thing so you can play with it. I know you want it's so bad, dude.
No, if I had it, that would the people at home that aren't
would
watching,
love
they would literally just be hearing farts.
They would love
And then we would hear a fart, and then me and you going,
it. Dude, if we got to play with one more.
yeah, let's try one more.
Just for the people at home.
Just
Just see what we're working with. Now.
Yeah, check this out.
This is high technology.
SullynMoody. SullynMoody. Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Probably wondering. I remember this.
Well, Moody invited me over. It's a pretty
did.
cool spot.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
it's a work in progress.
Actually,
it's getting there.
Moody didn't invite me over. I just begged him
He
until he was like,
I'm terrible at communication in my life right now. That's an honest
that's okay.
take. But Drew brings the value in the sense that he gets me out of my shell to do things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. unless
like,
Drew was
did you
pushing
forget about me?
Because we got this stuff. It's like, why would you just get this stuff and not do it?
Right.
It's like crazy.
Well,
So,
because
I'm glad you're doing it.
do you and your wife just
Running off like 2 hours.
sit up
sleep.
late at night and just stare into each other's eyes,
Yeah.
do ASMR,
Yeah. Oh, that would be like a cool thing to do with these. Is like,
Yeah, like-
ASMR.
and then just like touch each other's hands?
Chew gum. Bubblicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, what's going on in the world, man? It's
You-
big stuff going
You know what
on.
happened last night? We got a new fridge.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because it's and now we got it for free.
Well, what did you do with the old fridge, though?
I know, dude, because the garage fridges are so good, but I don't have a garage.
Yeah. But, like, do you just still have the old fridge?
It's in the driveway.
Of course.
Patrick
Where else
and-
would it be?
Yeah, my brother-in-law, Patrick.
Oh, yeah. Dang, dude. Patrick.
He, my brother-in-law, he's gonna pick it up and they're gonna put it in their garage.
So it still works.
Yeah.
It's a good.
Well, yeah, we got the fridge for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what?
Shout out to
How'd you
Lindsay.
How'd you get? How'd you get a
helping
free
us.
fridge?
Well, she helped us get one, and she works at a appliance company, I guess. And so
Yeah.
they do like tryouts or whatever, where they like give you an appliance and then they ask you to review it.
What? No way.
I don't know. I hope I'm not getting us in trouble, but
That's
yeah.
pretty sick. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
so-
do like a YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
They don't want you to, but I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
could,
they're not asking me to do that,
Yeah,
but I could, yeah.
yeah, and like you just like review a fridge. You just like,
Put it on Little Ripper's channel.
all right, you just put all this stuff, and you're like, yeah, I guess it keeps pretty cold. Little Ripper, that's a big shout out to Little Ripper because, dude, Little Ripper's killing it on the internet right now.
Yeah,
he is.
dude.
He's wiping the floor of those.
I just threw a really good golf short up today right before I came up.
Nah.
Yeah, because I don't have
Golf
any.
short on his channel.
Yeah,
Or,
it's him playing golf.
Oh no way! Really?
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah. Do you want
No,
to see
for
it?
real.
Can I show it to you?
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the volume up so you can.
Yeah.
This should be perfect then. I fly this 236 yards
Dude,
when
look
I'm
at
drunk.
that.
So,
Oh my god! And he's left-handed.
Look.
so let's fly 230. Let's do it.
Dude,
Perfect.
that's
was-
perfect.
that was
you
just-
lined it up perfect. The
Yeah, with the
sound.
dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said is that a John Daly
Yeah,
soundbite?
yeah,
That's
he's like-
crazy.
I hit it 230 or really 220, 230 when I'm drunk,
Yeah, 230 home drunk,
and,
then
like,
it looks
he's
like he's
spinning around.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
that's
I
pretty
don't know.
freaking cool, dude.
And the lips line up good too,
Yeah, you did a good job editing that. Drew's putting out some content.
dude. I'm just like content creator these days. They call me CC.
CC. Chris Kringle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the scene.
Oh, dude, he couldn't show up tonight.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's working. Max is producing from home.
Max is he's remote
Yeah.
producer for sure.
Thanks, Max.
Thanks, dude.
I do have a funny story.
Oh, I want to hear it. I want to hear this funny story, dude.
This is where I was about to tell you, but then I told you about the fridge because we got this new fridge. So we were like, had to take a bunch of stuff out of the old fridge, and then it was kind of like sitting out. And then once the new fridge was, whatever. And there was Mamie woke up in the middle of the night, and she's like, there was like a biscuit, like a raw biscuit that had been coming out, like someone just took out of the package and just like slapped onto the counter.
Really?
Just sitting there.
Yeah.
So and then when I woke up, she's like, "Did you eat biscuits? Like, what did you make these last night? Do you remember what?" And I was like, "No." And then like an hour later, she's like, "Oh," and it was like all the way on the other side of the room was like the can. You break those open.
Yeah.
The biscuits that you break it open.
Did it explode?
It exploded.
Oh,
and then today, now it's like 2 days later, we noticed there's dough all over the ceiling. There's dough all over the ceiling.
That's wild. I can't believe how much pressure biscuits cause.
I know, dude. It was like a pop. Dude. I was like, how did we not wake
yeast.
up? Yeah, because the thing went all the way across the room. That was funny.
Can you imagine being in the room when that goes off and just getting slapped with biscuit dough? That's crazy.
I asked Mamie if she had something before I left, and she goes, "Oh, talk about the biscuit story."
Dude,
so that's the only reason I remember.
I
was like, "That's not what I asked you."
Yeah.
So that's how I remember the biscuit story. Because
what?
Don't even know. It just happens. Reverse.
Oh,
that's fun. Dude. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Dude.
So any crazy stories about baby? What were we about to say?
Oh, about the baby?
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, man. He's been eating like a hog, dude.
Really good.
Oh, he eats so much. Yeah. It's wild, but
Only
he just got circumcised. Which,
you do
dude,
that?
the whole way down to the doctor's office, me and Jesse both
So you
were like,
didn't do it at the hospital. That's bad.
they don't do it anymore.
Good.
Yeah, the hospitals refuse to do it.
Good.
You have to go outpatient now, which I don't know. Maybe it's liability.
Yeah, because...
But dude, the whole way down there, and we were both like, we shouldn't do this. Like, it's just not like. There's no point to do this. Like, there's the pro. You weigh the.
Oh,
pros
you
and
even
cons.
Jesse was even saying that.
Yeah. She was like, so.
There is no pros.
There's no pros, and it's like, why are we doing it? And it's like, but she's like, if we don't do it, then
They'll make fun of him.
Well, not only that, but she's like, you can't go back. Like, if you're older and you get it, it's like a lot worse, I guess. I don't know, but they say if you wait till you're older and you decide to get one, like,
But why would you ever do that?
Exactly. I know. I don't know, but it was just one of those things where the whole time I stopped at Quick Trip to get gas, and I was like,
and you probably did the insurance pay for it though, like, or did you have to?
No, I think
even
it
if
covered some of it.
Even if there's a copay, that would have been my excuse.
It's expensive. Yeah, it's not cheap.
I mean,
and the guy in the lobby, that another dad that was in there, because they only let one parent go into the room. And
it happens.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's like they want to make you sweat the whole time. But it's only like a 10-minute procedure. It's really quick. You're in and out. But like the dad is sitting in the waiting room.
I'm sure Slayer's like, yo, it's so easy. It's like,
yeah, not even a big deal.
10 minutes. Snip and go.
And this dad was sitting in the waiting room. He looked calm, but I sat on the other side of the room because I don't know, Jesse doesn't want us around people, and I was just like trying to work on my phone.
Because of the baby.
Yeah, and in doctor's office, germs and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so I sat on the opposite end of the room of him, but I could tell, when you're like around people
and they want to talk.
Oh, they want to talk. Yeah. And he's keeps looking over at me.
That's how I am with everybody. They're like, does that guy want to talk? I'm like, yes, please.
What
do you do? What do you do today?
He is such a nice guy. He was like, honestly, a joy to talk to. And then another guy came in, and then we all three were like dads, and like we got like best friends. I got one guy's number out of it. Like, it was like, yeah,
golf buddy.
Yeah, it could be. And but he was like, I appreciated he wanted to talk, but the subject matter of what he wanted to talk about was like, maybe not now, because he was like, yeah, with my first son, they botched it and did a really bad job, and like now we have to go back and like,
and the only reason they're doing it is because they're circumcised.
Yes. And that's what all three of us talked about.
Yeah.
Is like, we're only doing this because that's just what happened before.
And the only reason I didn't get Bud's not circumcised because I'm not circumcised.
I know, but that's exactly.
That's
I
how it
know.
works.
I know.
And-
I wanted to break the chain, but now it's just
someone's
like,
got to do it.
Yeah.
Because my sister wishes she didn't do it with her sons, but like,
I agree.
But their dad is, so
It's silly.
that's how the decision was made.
Yeah, and girls don't care.
They don't.
That's what I asked. Just I was like, listen, like, the only thing that would really matter, because guys, like, who gives a shit? Like, if they care, okay,
right?
But like, do girls care? And they're like, no.
A lot of them will say they do until they experience it, and they're like, oh, never mind.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's the big news on the street. But other than that, I mean, he's just like sleeping, pooping. He's like peeing.
Is the old Cirque Merc healing up?
Yeah, it's like getting there. It takes about a couple weeks. I know. It's not fun. You got to put like Vaseline and gauze on it and stuff. I know, dude. I'm telling you, it's brutal.
Well, you could probably
It doesn't hurt them.
go to a rabbi probably for free.
Oh yeah, they'd love to do it.
Yeah.
They're offering to do it. Yeah, they do. I think they do actually have to do it.
I think in most cases they'll just like lick their finger or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't put their mouth on it.
Well, sometimes
because I've heard stories.
Sometimes they'll just
just a peck.
Yeah.
They call it a peck. Yeah.
That's what we need, a big old
yeah. Oh,
wet
yeah.
sound. Wet
Dude, we
sound.
can make our own sound bites.
I know.
You just record it.
I could actually send them to you.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, because I was thinking about doing that the other day, but then I just started looking at Twitter or something.
Dude, yeah. Give one good.
I do have something.
Oh, really? What's going on, dude?
Oh, did you know that
It's about the failing healthcare system.
Dude, way to take down the mood. Boom.
Got him!
Yeah. Thank you. Brought it right back up.
You got a story?
Not after your sound.
Oh, okay.
That's too good. That's too good. Where'd you find this?
I put that on a loop. Some of them are on a loop and they don't stop, and I don't know how to stop them. I don't know how to stop
You
them.
hit the button again. No, it starts it again.
I one of them. This one. Should I play it? It might be annoying for the viewers, but it's like
She didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have to
it's just like I don't know how to stop it.
Hit the button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if the button's blinking, usually that's, I don't know.
I didn't know that.
You can hit the pause button. I
I'll-
don't think there's a pause button.
Hit the pause button.
You could stop the podcast and let me go, please, because I'm trying to get home.
Actually, we should start podcasting like this. I think people would really like it.
You want to start it now?
It's like ASMR with Sully and Moody.
Hey, I can't do it like you.
You guys like biscuits?
I've been eating biscuits for a long time. I sometimes I like to put a little bit of honey on my biscuits.
You guys ever heard of a biscuit grenade?
Ooh,
I had one go off in my house the other night.
sounds delicious. Just a pop a can, you know what I mean?
A little buttery bomb.
You know, the directions say to pop it up on the counter, but sometimes I have to leave it on the counter overnight and let it pop by itself. That's good. Yeah. All right. Let me see my notes.
We're in.
Did you see the breaking news today that NASA,
Oh yeah, NASA.
the NASA officials are claiming that year 2032, there's an asteroid that's going by the Earth, and the chance that it hits Earth is like 1.3, and then as of today, they moved it to 1.9% chance
Oh, okay.
that we all die
percentage.
in 2032.
No way,
Yeah.
dude. How big is it?
Oh, big enough. 330 feet in diameter. 130.
So that would obliterate us, basically, is what you're saying.
I don't know.
That completely, dude. That's crazy. So 2032. That's crazy because it seems like such a big. It's only 7 years. It's 2025.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And you think about it, like 7 years ago, like seems like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where did 2000 go? When like we were worried about the computers just being like, I don't know how to change one digit, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was
that?
yeah. Year
I
2000.
thought the whole like financial system was going to crash just because it was going from 1999 and going up to 2000.
It's like Don't we have a hard record somewhere? We can all put
Right.
the information back up. The hard records.
I still don't understand. Right? Yeah,
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand why that was a thing. Like, what caused them to believe like just going from 1999 to 2000 was like gonna destroy everything? Like, what technologically was gonna go wrong?
Well, the computer just didn't have any more digits.
Oh,
No, I
that's
don't
what
know.
Yeah, probably.
No.
Probably something silly like that.
But yeah, I know there's a lot of things I don't quite understand. I just like listen. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, but like like the way electricity, like is sent in real time, like right away.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
It
Like
does.
from wherever the power plant is around here, like we're able to just like light up this whole neighborhood and let us do all this.
It's a fabric, dude. It exists all around us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wild.
I know. We're just connecting the dots.
The Ark of the
Yeah.
Covenant.
The Ark, dude. The Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The Ethiopia church
Yeah.
supposedly has it.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, I know. It's funny. Who was talking about that? It was on Joe Rogan.
Debunker, dude.
Debunker, dude.
Dedunker.
D-dunk. Yeah, the D.
Yeah, it's like me in high school when I'm dunking on your ass.
What a guy! He like come up in the old YouTube scene. He's on JRE. That's pretty.
Yeah,
wild.
and he'd
That's
already
cool.
been on him, but he was on there with somebody else.
Yes. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like whatever they have. Like maybe they have the Ark of the Covenant, maybe they don't. But like supposedly the priests just die within like a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah, they run through them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I didn't realize it was like every 2 to 3 years they die. Like,
And, like you don't need to protect something that already kills people, right? So like if like you could just leave it alone and then somebody comes and gets it, that person's gonna die.
Right.
Just like you are protecting it.
It's like-
Like, you don't need to protect it.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I don't want the aliens to get it.
That's true.
Are you happy with what the statement was that they gave about the drones?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding
What the
me?
fuck, dude?
No,
That made me mad.
everybody's mad about it because it's like,
You teased me.
oh, it's just ours. It's like, well, if you're willing to say that now to us, like, why wouldn't you just say that in the beginning and we'd be fine with it? Like, if you would have just came out and been like, oh, no, we're just like flying drones and monitoring stuff from the
Yeah.
beginning, we would have just been like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then the fact that it was like the first day in office, he's like, "Oh yeah, Susie, figure that out," and then so we can tell the people. And then it was
Yeah.
2 weeks later.
Yeah. That's
And
how
then
funny.
2 weeks later, they're like, "Oh yeah, I've got special news to tell everybody about the drones,
Yeah.
straight from the president.
Yeah.
They were ours.
Right.
Mind your own business."
Yeah. And the FAA in the beginning was like, oh, yeah, we don't know. But now they're like, oh,
They
yeah,
had
they were
approval.
ours.
Well, yeah, probably because they were told.
Right. But it's still just like,
Yeah.
but even if they were ours,
I just want to know, were they coming out of the ocean? Was there 50 of them coming out of the ocean? Like, was there?
they
Was
didn't
that
have
true?
to-
Like,
They could have told us if they really were ours, right? You think about it. They could have told us from the beginning they were ours, but they never have to tell us what they were doing.
right?
So they still could keep it a secret of like,
Right.
what's happening. But they didn't like. That's why I believe like not all of them are ours.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
yeah, and like drones and orbs because the
Yeah, the orbs are
or
a
the
weird
orbs
thing.
not really even a thing because like a lot of times I feel like people were just filming like zooming in on Venus. That was a real
I've
thing
I've seen that.
because
but I
Venus
have
is
seen-
really bright at that time of year, like right on the, like after the setting sun.
Yeah, but I have seen a few videos of multiple orbs and they're moving.
Yeah, but
So I don't know
but
about
they're
those
real
ones.
though. The video's real.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of times I see them, I'm like,
No, but there's one from a local news station that filmed it in broad daylight. There was an orb. That's super weird, and that I don't know. And
No, the
it
news
was
station-
definitely not Venus.
the news station was Venus.
That was Venus.
Yeah, because it's visible right before the sunset. It was broad daylight. It's still
Dude,
blue
do you
sky.
do you see what it looked like?
It was like that's what they all look like when you zoom in on them. That's what every star looks like when you zoom in on it too.
What? It looked like a plasmoid.
Yeah, that's what they look like when you zoom in on it with a camera that can't focus on like a ball of light that's
Oh, really?
so far away.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, that was Venus then. It looked super weird though.
Yeah, and that was weird that the news station was like fell for that. The Venus, because Venus was like the sun was setting,
Yeah.
so the sky was still blue and you could see it because Venus
Yeah.
is the third brightest light in the sky.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, I think there's just so much hype around all of it that
Yeah.
no matter what you saw in the air, you were like, oh, that's like, that's weird. That's
But
a
there was
UFO.
cops that watched 50 of them fly to the ocean,
But that's the thing. There are other stories where it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
and I want to. Yeah, and then the story about them shooting the satellite out of the sky. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't really like read anything about it. What was going on there? Is it like a Chinese satellite or something?
That was supposedly controlling them.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense. We have a Space Force. I guarantee you we have satellites that are controlling stuff.
Yeah, my stepdad, his nephew, so like my cousin kind of,
Okay.
he is in the Space Force.
No.
And I was talking to his parents, and they're like, yeah, he can't tell us anything, but they know everything. They know
Where's he stationed?
Colorado, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, and he but his parents are like, yeah, but they know everything that's in the sky, all the way down to a little balloon that's floating around. They know it's there.
Oh, dude, you know how many satellites we have up there? That
Yeah,
it's
so they were like they know what it is when this is when it was happening, like late December,
right. But it's just, dude, it's us in China. It is. They have a lot of technology we don't, and we have a lot of technology they don't. It's just like we're going back and forth on like, you know, they're building something really cool, but we also have like defense systems that are really cool, and like it's just a back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they like stopped production on some of like the most high tech fighter jets, I think, under the Biden administration.
Don't
that
spread
Trump is trying to.
bro.
I know. Yeah,
Huh?
they're trying
Kamala
to revamp.
still has my
catch
number.
Up,
She
trying to
texts me.
catch up.
Kamala would be like, boy, you talking shit still?
Yeah, Kamala.
She
What
texted
happened
me.
to Kamala? Is she still around?
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she calls me every now and again.
Damn, Kamala.
She's like, you ain't still talking shit, are you? Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking dude. So what about the Riviera of the Middle East? Are you pumped?
No, what's going on there? What's in the
Gaza?
Riviera? Oh yeah, we're gonna buy it.
We're just gonna go put a golf course.
$50. Trump Tower.
Trump Tower, a couple golf courses, and boom, bada bing, bada
For real?
boom.
Is that like, I've heard it, but I don't know. Are they actually?
It
Like,
might just be like a negotiating tactic because like half the stuff he says, it's like you're crazy, Trump, and then like the next day Iran like gives all the people a place to live. Like,
yeah. Well, no, it's all
like, okay, we don't
even
have to
with
do that.
Canada. Canada put the full court press on them, and then like the day after,
But
they were like, okay, well, we'll work something out.
God, and the libs were like, Canada didn't cave, Trump caved, and like it's like to listen to their argument. It's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, it's all tactics. It's business. He wrote a book about it, Art of the Deal, dude. You ever heard of it? Yeah.
You don't have to, dude. I saw you weren't drinking.
No, I was honestly waiting for you, dude.
Oh, you
This
were
is my
waiting the whole
third
time?
one. I know. I was waiting for you to catch up,
Dude. Damn. Damn, waking up babies. Bow, bow.
I was waiting for you to catch up in mustard, dude.
Dude.
I know. I'm gonna
Mr.
overuse
Moody.
this. It's the first episode, so I'm gonna overuse it. Oh yeah. So that's every generation of my family's ashes from the time they came over here on the boat from Ireland till now.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
awesome.
I'll be in there at some point.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then when do you how much more room? Let me see. Oh, it's getting pretty full. Probably about 3-4 more dead bodies.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But usually just a handful of each person.
Yeah, we just do a smidge, like one of those little spoons,
Oh yeah. And you have one.
Yeah,
And then
this little, and then get them right in there.
Yeah.
Time's a ticking, dude.
Golly.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
I mean, we're no spring chickens. You know what I mean?
My dad was just talking to me about that. He goes, you're getting old. I go, what the fuck, dude? You're old. Like,
I know
shut
that's
the
a
fuck
funny.
up,
That's
dude.
a funny thing for a dad to say. It's like, you're getting old. It's like, well,
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm going to come
Well-
shoot your ass for saying that.
yeah. How's your dad doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fam, dude.
Yeah, good. Nothing to complain about.
Really?
He married the Colombian lady.
Oh, really?
They're doing good, yeah. No fights yet. No divorce.
Dude, that's a win with a Colombian lady. I'd imagine that there'd be
Yeah.
fights. Yeah. Just
Feisty
saying.
girls, yeah.
They are, yeah.
Yeah,
Spanish
maybe
women are, in a
the,
good way too.
Right. Maybe the yeah.
Dude, did we?
I was gonna say the language barrier.
Yeah, the language
Helps.
barrier helps for sure. No entiendo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you just said I don't understand. It's like, yeah, no, they are for sure. Like, when I went down to Uruguay, yeah, this girl that I was staying with down there, it's just like it's such a different like interaction with people because they are very like, yeah, they're snappy.
Yeah.
They'll call you out on all of your shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't just like let things like in America or not even America. I won't say that because I'm not speaking for America, but like in general,
Hey, don't talk
with the
for me.
people I interact with, it's like people just like kind of let things go a little bit under
Yeah,
the rug,
very
and maybe
much.
they'll come up later.
Right.
But no, like down there, it was like no, they just call you on your bullshit like immediately, like
Right.
right there, and it's like then you move on. It's just different.
Yeah.
Not for better or worse. I mean, sometimes it's better, but sometimes it's like,
I wanna be forever worse.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
For better or for worse. I don't know why that made me think of that song. For better or for worse. I wanna be forever young. It's-
forever young. Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sting,
Is it? Yeah, probably. He did some good music.
the original.
Yeah,
I
is it-
think that they redid it.
He's a sick bassist.
Or is it? Yeah, it might not be Sting. It might be Police. The Police,
Yeah, wasn't Sting part of the
Yeah,
Police?
he was a
Yeah,
singer.
pretty sick.
and probably the songwriter.
yeah,
A lot of times, I think that why do people even get like if you're like a really good musician
yeah.
and you're writing music for your band? Why start a band? Why not just be like Christopher Moody?
I mean, you could. It just might be fun to play with other people. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but if you're good enough, like, you just give your music to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, they play with you.
Oh, right. Yeah, you could do that. Some people do that where they like you know,
Right.
start like a solo project and they just have like filler musicians to
Yeah.
play like the music they create kind
Well,
of thing.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
a lot of times like that's why bands don't stick together because it's like
Yeah.
the guy that writes the music is like, no, I'm just gonna do this on my own. I hate that you guys are 25% of this and I'm only 25% of this.
Yeah. No, I agree. And because I think like a lot of the bands that have stayed together like for a long time, like Red Hot Chili Peppers or Green Day and people like that, they started so young
Yeah,
that they were like high school friends and they literally blew up
and they
together.
probably write
Well,
the songs together
some
too.
people died, but like yeah, but
Some
they
people
write
like
the songs
they
together.
listen to this riff and then like
Yeah.
you know
But they're also
Yeah.
all really good musicians too.
yeah.
So yeah, but I don't know.
I'm thinking of like who's the Chris Cornell? He's in all those bands, but he was the leader of all those bands. It's
He's
like
he's
just
super
like
talented.
it's like why didn't Chris Cornell just be Chris Cornell?
He
Like
could have
like
done a solo thing.
like Bruce Springsteen, you know, like and the
Yeah.
E Street Band because he toured with the E Street Band, but like it
Right.
could have been any band.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think like John Frusciante, the guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, he tried to do that, but he just did a
Was it
solo. thing.
Juan Fasante.
Han Frusciante.
Oh, he tried to do that.
Han Frusciante. Yeah, he did a solo project, but it was solo. So
Because there's four
There was
people
no
in the
other
Red Hot Chili
people.
Peppers. The guitarist isn't the singer, right?
Right. Yeah, Anthony Kiedis is the lead singer, Flea the bassist.
And Will Ferrell is the drummer.
Yeah, Will Ferrell is the drummer.
Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah,
Yeah, his
it's
brother.
like Will Ferrell's alter ego
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
Have you ever seen their drum
The
off?
drum off?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Fallon?
so funny.
It is, yeah.
I remember watching that live like in 2008 or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and like thinking it was like I've always thought they looked similar, and then I never realized that anybody else did.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
day, I was like, "Oh, it's the funniest thing ever."
Dude, I somehow for whatever reason I just got on some like old school SNL clips and on my YouTube algorithm, and I started watching back, and I've seen these 1,000 times because I own the DVDs for like Chris Farley, Will
SNL.
Ferrell, yeah, all the the greats of
Yeah.
SNL from our time at least. But yeah, the one skit I watched of Will Ferrell, and he did it as his
Yeah.
audition. where
Yeah,
he did like
I know. I knew you were about to say.
get off the shed. That shit's so fucking funny, dude. He's just grilling, and like his neighbors come over because he's like doing a barbecue, and he's just grilling. And he's talking to him about like golf and shit, and then he's just like, hey buddy, or he says his name, and he's like, you want to be a buddy and get off the shed? And then he goes back to the conversation. And then he just starts getting angrier and angrier.
Wait, did you say that was his like audition to
Yes,
get on the show?
The audition's funny because when I watch that, like you see the skit and you get the reaction, and then you have
Right.
all the people around them, so you see all the stuff happening. But
The
on the
audition's-
audition, you're literally on stage by yourself, so
But
you're
no one's
like,
really laughing either.
there's no laughs.
Yeah.
So he's just doing, which makes it almost funnier because I'm like watching the audition, and you can see like how his mind's working, like pretending people are there, and like It's just so wild, dude.
Yeah.
Watch him just yell out into the void. Like, it's so good. It's so funny.
Cole and what's his girlfriend's name?
Jess, because same name as mine.
Jess.
Oh, Jess. Wait. Yeah. What's her name again? Jess.
I think it's Jess. That's it.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
They told me, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 times ago that I saw them up at Freedom. They brought that up. They said, have you ever seen the audition tape for Will Ferrell? And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I think so. And they were like, that reminds me of you. And I was like,
Yeah,
I was like
dude.
so flattered.
Yeah, it should.
Even though it's so weird.
That'd
But
be
I'm like, I was like, really?
Yeah, I could see you doing that. A lot of his skits, actually.
Just like going from one to the next, like from one act just straight to another, like completely different. Like go from like being the burger cooking dad to like being a kitty on the floor. Yeah, like
Kitty. Yeah, the kitty dog. That was so freaking funny. Dude, you should treat the next open mic like your SNL audition and just do like skits on stage, and everybody would be like, is he like doing improv or is this guy, you know what I mean? That'd be pretty funny.
You'd have to just give me a couple scenarios to try to think off. It's so hard to just start from blank.
Yeah.
With that. But yeah, I should do something like that. That'd be really funny.
There's one of the skits I was watching too. My next favorite one is he was the boss at some company, and he's interviewing like somebody who wants to get a job, and it's Pierce Brosnan who he's interviewing, and he's super cool, super nice. Like, everything's great here. We have great culture and all this stuff, and then employees start walking into the room one by one, interrupting and be like, hey, I have this report. And then he just completely like berates them and yells at them and like tears up their shit and just like kicks them in the ass out. And Pierce Brosnan's like, what the fuck? And then he comes back to the table. He's like, hey, you know, he like pretends nothing happens, and it just keeps escalating. And Tina Fey's like on the phone with like her brother that just died or something, and like, or some family member died. And he's like, hey, you can't be on the phone right now. And he goes over and just smacks her in the face. It's just like ridiculous. They don't do that shit anymore. It's just,
no,
it's funny. He was very physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good.
Yeah. Horatio Sands. Do you remember him?
Dude, Horatio's
he used to be
funny.
one of my favorites.
He's so underrated too, because he was low key, like really funny.
He's so funny to me.
Yeah. He's really good.
Yeah. My favorite part about SNL is when they get each other to laugh. When they're not, like,
dude, Jimmy Fallon was the worst about it. He'd laugh in like every skit. Yeah, dude, there's a good one with him and Will Ferrell and all the like other greats, where Will Ferrell was like an old prospector, and they were having some like meeting about a mission they were going to do as an army, and Chris Kattan's up front, and he's like giving orders to like this whole group of people. And he's like, we've hired an old prospector, and it's like little Will Ferrell with like a hat, pots and pans, and like one of those pickaxes to like mine gold with. And he keeps clanging the pans, but Jimmy Fallon can't stop laughing the whole time. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, dude, our people really probably just want to like, let's just talk about skits from Saturday Night Live the rest of the time, and we can just make a podcast about that.
We're just hanging out, dude.
Yeah. Can I take a pee break real fast? God, Drew always pee breaks.
Dude,
I was thinking like, if we don't start soon,
the bathroom's like,
it's
far away. Do you want? If you want, yeah, you can go ahead and take if you want to take a shower real quick on the break, we can do that. We can make that happen.
All right, I'll shower it up. I'm ready to go.
One shower, please.
I was like so caught off guard because last week when I was with Fitz, I completely forgot that he was just like straight lib. And then when it came up, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's so surprising to me. I don't know why. I mean,
it's surprising when
obviously,
anyone, it's like, how are you still a liberal after this, after everything?
Well, a lot of people definitely turned 100%. Yeah. I mean, it's like not even close anymore.
God,
they turned a lot of states red. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, for good reason. There's a lot of crap coming out.
Well, especially within the last week, when you find out all this money that is just being straight laundered out of our tax money. It's like, what the hell?
It's almost so stupid though that like I feel like it's almost like an oversight, because like if you're just a person, right, just like a human, and you're like behind a desk, that's your job. You're hired to do this thing, and you're just there to approve money to be spent. You're probably not even thinking about how that affects. I don't know. Maybe you do, but I don't know. Maybe it's just so much oversight or lack of oversight that it's just like they're approving projects to be like, Well, yeah, I'm supposed to say yes. I'm supposed to approve
Right.
whatever these projects are that
Mhm.
our government wants to do. And it's like, they're doing what?
No, I wish I
Street?
started one of these things.
The craziest one I heard was we approved some odd millions of dollars to help the agriculture or the most, plentiful crop in Afghanistan, which, as we
Well,
know, is
No,
problematic.
What
crop.
it was is we'd pay them twice as much as the cost of opium if they would grow something else other
Yeah.
than opium, right?
Right.
But then the people that they put in charge of overseeing that were other Afghanis that were just like, yep, they're and so people were just
Yeah.
growing opium and getting paid twice the amount for it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We created a bigger problem,
Yeah.
and we also guarded the opium. The opium farms.
a long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
That was like what, the 90s, early 2000s.
It was around the time we went to Iraq.
Yeah.
Afghanistan. So that would have been.
Was that
after
more like the
2001.
Gulf War, or was it like the
that
second
was the Iraq
second
War.
time? Yeah,
Yep.
in the early 2000s. That's what I thought. Yeah. See, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it kind of was.
Oh, it was a long time ago, but it's still burned in my memory for good.
Yeah,
reason.
well, that's the thing. It's like, well, the people want their farms, so we're like, let's try to please the people.
Well, that was their cash crop. I mean, before we got there.
So we're
and
like, let's
during-
just let them grow it, so they'll like us,
Yeah.
and let's like guard them, and so that way they'll give us dirty information on the bad guys
But that's the crazy part too. Of
and
like,
free dope.
I never. Yeah. Right. Well, it's crazy to think about from there to like Bop in Atlanta. You know what I
Bop.
mean? You remember Bop?
Yeah,
Old guy.
Yeah, is
like
that the name that you're trying to think of? the other
70
day?
years old. No, that's Horace.
Horace.
Yeah, Horace Ford.
Oh wait, yeah, it was
Oh,
Zane.
sorry, I didn't want to say his full name.
Horace. Yeah, that's right. That was
Yeah. His
You
name
just-
was Hook.
Hook. I could have told you that. I wasn't paying attention though, and I saw that when I re-listened to it. I go, dude, why didn't I just speak up? I could remember Hook Bop, Hook Bop, Hoop Bop,
Dude, Hook was like
and
I
Sweet.
mean,
Hook Bop Sweet.
I know. Yeah, I don't even speak his, but he was like he was a renaissance man. Honestly, no, he like, dude, I could call Hook at any time. It could be 5 a.m, and he would pick up on like third ring and be like, "Yeah, what's up, dude? Let's go hang out." And he would just want to hang out sometimes, like just like stroll through,
Yeah.
we'd go do whatever, and just like boop boop boop, and then like what is happening right now? Like I never understood it, but he was such a nice guy.
Any of that either.
He would check in with me, like he would check in
Hey,
with
man,
me.
you doing okay? I haven't heard from you.
Birthdays, he was friends with me on Facebook. He would like,
That's funny.
I swear to God, and
That's really
he was
funny.
like a considerate man. I was like, dude, you got to be in sales. Like I know you're already in sales, but you need to like be in like, you know what I mean? You could sell anything. I mean, the fact that his follow-up game was great, and that's what they teach you in like the mortgage game.
Yeah, like just like nag.
Nag.
Yeah, like nag them.
Oh yeah. In a nice way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you hear my fuzzies?
Yeah, I hear fuzzies, and I don't know if that's because of the cords or not. And so I'm thinking I should probably upgrade the cords and see if it makes a difference.
I think it's fine. I
That's
don't
not
think
too
that
bad.
you'll
There's
notice
a little
it
bit
on
of there's a little bit of something, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and it's just funny to me that like with the Doge thing, it's like we didn't elect Elon Musk. Why is he doing this? And it's like, well, we did. We elected Donald Trump, and this is exactly what he said he was going to do. And this is way better. I didn't expect it to be like as good as it is with the whole going in and just like telling the people what all this money's going towards. Hell yeah. Like, thank you for like exposing this like dirty racket.
Yes. And I think that like people are fearful because they don't know what it means. And that's literally like in anything in life, I think the unknown is what's scary. And I think people are very, they just don't know. Like even me, like I don't know exactly the outcome of what's going to happen, but I do know that by making things more efficient, bringing the price of energy down, and then spending less in the government, that will affect everybody. So no matter if you're on the left or the right side of the aisle, if our costs are down and we're receiving more money, I do know that economically for every single person that's living on this, in this country, that will come down and help their wallet. Because I see
Very
that
much
every day
so.
in the business I'm in, like it's going to benefit you. Whether or not, I think, the people obviously with the jobs being held in those departments that might get like wrecked, they might be scared, but like obviously there's probably going to be, some sort of other opportunity. And wait, we got to introduce our new guest. This
What's up?
is one of my favorite people of all time. It's the actual natural light.
Yeah, no, it's funny though, because people are like, I understand that they get scared or whatever, but then, and they're like, wait, we didn't vote for this. So that's one argument. But it's like, now that you do see what he's doing, how are you not excited about it? And then the people that are getting like frantic and weird about it, it's like, what have you done?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and all these people that are like, and Hakeem Jeffries.
We didn't receive millions of dollars.
Yeah, all these people that are freaking out about what Elon. It's like, wait. Shouldn't you be excited about this?
Yeah, but the things that they're involved with is probably problematic.
What have you guys done?
They've done.
What are we going to find out?
A lot. Yeah. They haven't even scratched the surface.
Do you hear about the Hillary Clinton's daughter?
No.
She's got $8 million in salary last year from a USAID thing. And it's like from 14 different ones where they funnel down to her. And, Doge is like, look at all this money going to Hillary Clinton from USAID. And it's like from like 4 different organizations. And it starts at this huge long tree and all funnels down. It's like these algorithms these kids are using to go through the systems.
It's called Fractal or something. What's the software?
I don't know, but they're able to just like see everything, where the money goes.
Yeah, it's a software. I think it's Fractal. I want to say. I could be wrong on that.
Kids are geniuses, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Elon Musk. He's hiring the best talent in the world. I mean, and they're like, oh, these rookie like engineers that he's hiring. I saw a headline. It was like rookie engineers or some like young blah blah. And it's like,
it's so insulting, dude.
Yeah, okay. Well,
it's like these are the smartest kids
some
in
of
the
these
world.
kids are building rockets to go to Mars.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They might
These
be pretty
kids are
good
the
at
most brilliant minds in the country, and that's why their college is being paid for by
Elon Musk. Hires the best talent in the world, even if it's to play video games for himself. Okay,
Yeah.
I had to bring it up. I mean, listen.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
so that's
probably
true.
Well, I think he did admit it. I think he did admit it.
Zane was on that 2 weeks ago or three weeks ago when we were with Zane. He was on that.
I watched
was
the
like,
same video he did.
Elon Musk doesn't lie, bro.
I know. Well,
I kept being like, Zane, you're just going down a road that we're not going down. We're not talking about it. I was wrong. I think you might have.
Dude, honestly, if that's the worst thing, though, I'll be honest. Like, every single person on this planet has flaws and it is going to make a mistake. There's no way around it. So this person you hold as like a god, Elon Musk, which he is an incredible person, there are things that he's going to fuck up. And so the video game
So was he really paying people to do it?
1,000%. Like, without even knowing the facts, like, because I watched the video, I think me and Zane watched the same video, and then Zane brought it up, but there were 2 like pro gamers.
He's like, oh yeah, these are good.
Well, it's just the way he was playing the game, and I don't even play that game. But actually, Zane knows more about that. He was like involved with that game, so he knew more about it. But even at face value, watching the video from somebody who doesn't play that specific game, you can tell that. And even besides all of that, right? I play games. I've played games and tried to be really good at certain games, and the amount of time you have to dedicate to be on the highest level is 8 to 10 hours a day. So there's no way, like, even if you're a genius, because you have to like map your brain to the mechanics.
That's why when you watch these people that are experts, it's almost hard to watch because the things are just moving too quick. It's just happening in their brain fingers.
The mechanics of it just alone that you have to teach yourself. Whether or not you're a genius, it doesn't matter. You have to. It's time. Right. And he doesn't have that time. He runs 3 different companies or whatever, how many companies he has. And then you're going to tell me he's the world's best Diablo player and the other game?
Yeah, he's kind of cocky. I've noticed that when he's been on interviews.
He's getting away with everything, though. I mean, can you blame him?
Yeah.
And can you blame Hillary Clinton?
What's her name? Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, Chelsea. So can you blame her? It's like, dude, all right, I'm a guy. And this is what I like to do.
I don't blame them.
Well, yeah, but I just like to play. I like to play this game. Where in my head,
Right.
I like to play this game
If
where
you
it's
were
like
in their shoes.
exactly. I'm
Right.
like
I
I'm
do that
Hillary
all the
Clinton.
time.
Here's my daughter. I'm like, dude, I have all the power in the world. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna give my daughter an $8 million salary. That's crazy.
Right.
But I'm looking at my kids upstairs and I'm like, that is shitty. And I actually, when I think about it, actually more, I don't know.
I don't think that you would
I
go
would
around
feel
and
bad at night. I don't think I could do it actually.
I don't think you could. You wouldn't go.
I don't think I could do
You
it.
wouldn't cut corners and make it to where it looked like she had a job that she really didn't. To where like, why is this money being brought to her from? Why would she be incorporated into all this when it's
Yeah.
like you could easily just get her a normal job that she didn't have to do shit, that she didn't have to lie about either.
And you don't need to make that much money. Like you could make $500,000 a year, and you literally, if you made $500,000, like you're set for life.
Right.
You could live off half of that and like invest the rest of it, and like you would literally just you'd have everything you want.
Right.
$8 million a year is just gross and greedy. It's like, okay, well,
Right. And when your parents are worth as much money
You
as
don't
the
need
moon back.
you don't need it. I
But
was just
the
saying about
thing
that.
is,
I'm wrong.
She
because-
does.
Yeah.
But the thing is like the way Trump's kids have jobs are all legitimate. There's no like questions about it. It's just like, yeah, this is what they do. And if you look at it, like they're actually good at what they do. They're smart guys. But then you look at like Joe Biden's son, and it's like, well, what does he do? And it's like, well, and then things start getting weird. It's like, why is that weird? Why is that the case? Why can't you just get your son a legitimate job
right.
for a lawyer that you know working at a law firm where he doesn't have to do shit? You know what I mean?
Two different types of parenting styles, man. There's one where you give your kids fish, and then there's one where you teach your kids how to fish.
I saw a really good one.
Yeah. Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, it said you give a liberal a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a liberal how to fish, and he'll immediately break the rod, punch you in the face, go beg for food, and then blame it on Donald Trump or something. I can't remember what it is.
Wild,
it's something
dude.
like that. But it's
wild.
way better than that. I thought something was coming after that.
Oh, my God.
No, it wasn't like that, but it was really close.
This is Chelsea Clinton right now.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
$8 million in salary. Where'd that come from?
Was
I don't know. My mom set me up.
Hey,
You're probably wondering.
right? Well, you press it after I say this.
Yeah.
Right. This is Bernie Sanders live.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Thought I was a socialist. Really being paid off by the medical companies.
I actually do receive money.
It was just $1 billion. That's it.
That's it. Come on. Yeah.
Buffy, you better not wake up.
Yeah. Oh, this room is perfect because their room is that away.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the other room is that away, all the way on the other. Oh, this room's.
Shit.
We should soundproof it though. It probably the echo would be good.
Yeah.
The better. And then we should paint the walls. We should paint the
Black.
walls. Yes, because I don't like how white it is. It's like so white,
Dude,
and I hate white. I hate white
Dude.
people. Liberal
Dude.
about my colors.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's
Like,
crazy.
there's nothing worse than a conservative white male.
It's funny.
And
People are
his
watching this.
office, white
Yeah,
office.
I know. It's so white. The curtains are white. The walls are white.
That's the first thing I said when
The
I walked in.
guys
I go,
are
"Dude,
white."
all white.
So
I
white.
brought tapestry, but he didn't want to use it.
Yeah.
He's so conservative. He's a stupid conservative.
So stupid.
Yeah, man. Well, this is my life. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Dude, that was a David original. He put that. He downloaded that. It's pretty good.
Oh, David
Yeah.
did that?
Hmm. Yeah, that's like I guess it's like a famous meme online for kids on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
dude.
found
Wait,
that one out.
well, you do the other David one, the bottom left. Is it bottom? You know the cut me off one. No, not yet.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, anytime you want to.
Wait,
You know.
wait, dude. Did you just interrupt me?
She didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it
Like that.
I don't even need your love. Treat me like
Don't know how to turn it off.
No, you didn't have to stoop so low. How did things go let you.
Records in the change your number. And then it ends. That's it. But then it loops. It loops. It loops.
A Looper.
Dude, we got stuff going on now. It's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Fuck yeah. Do you ever see Looper?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Such a crazy movie.
It's a good one.
It's a hard one to like follow when you're like watching it.
Yeah,
And then you have to like
time
go
travel.
back and like, yeah, that's super weird movie.
Yeah.
But it's good.
That was one of, what's his name's last movies, wasn't it?
Yeah, who did that?
Bruce Willis.
Springsteen.
Yeah. Springsteen and the E Street Band. Yeah.
That's right.
And then the guy from Third Rock from the Sun was the younger Bruce Willis.
Huh?
You know who I got confused the other day?
Who?
Remember the dad from Third Rock from the Sun and Frasier? I got the two of them mixed up.
Frasier? Oh.
Do you remember Frasier?
Yeah, dude. That's
Do you remember?
that's a do you remember? September. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a good mix up though. That's like a legit mix up. I could see why you would
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good mix up. And then we're gonna mix it up. You didn't have to
I was thinking that was what you're about to play. Yeah.
Oh man.
A Ricka, do you saw that want in the house tonight?
Dude. So that's what I wanted to ask you before. You know,
Oh,
I know we've
I
been
gotta go.
going. I know. Actually, it's only been an hour. We're doing good. We are doing good.
And that's with the pee break. So
And we had to set all this up. Like this is the first time this has been set up. Drew helped me set all this up. So it's been a night, and I appreciate you.
yeah,
but
you're welcome.
What about? Did you watch the interview with the guy who was
Oh yes.
about the egg? No,
No,
you're thinking of a whole other thing.
I never watched it. But
You latched.
we're on the
before I was in.
same genre, but we're not in the same interview, bro.
What interview are you talking about? I want to hear yours first, then I'll tell you.
This happened since our last pod together,
Mm-hmm.
but the guys that were talking about the alien, the UAP guys on Joey Rogues,
Oh yeah, those guys.
and the guy
yeah,
that
those were
had
good.
the experience with the alien.
Oh, and the white guy with the big eyes.
Yeah, he was like
yeah.
bluish white, and he was
Yeah.
like, "No, he didn't have any ears." And he's like, "What?" And he looked up, and the guy didn't have any ears, and he's like, and
Yeah,
they talked
right.
telepathically,
Yeah,
and then
which is
he's like,
common among.
"Yeah,
you
this
know,
experience,
Yeah.
yeah, where it's like they just talk to you, and you know."
Right.
So,
Yeah. What did you think about all that?
oh man, I had some good fresh stuff. I tried talking to Fitz about it, but Fitz is like, Joe Rogan's gay. I was like, "Yep, meathead."
Yeah, he sucks. I love him so much.
Joe,
Joe,
hope
have
you're
me on.
listening.
Can I use your ice bath, please?
Costco's got them right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, for like less than $100.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but they're like,
They're like the tarp ones that you have to put your own ice in.
I don't think so, dude.
Do they have like a cooling system that comes
I
with
think
them?
they might have a cooling
No,
system.
no.
Yeah, but they make the water move, and it's like
Really?
it's almost like a blow up, like,
I'd
and
take
it's about the
that.
size of this table.
No, it isn't. It's under $100.
You
It's
want
got
to
to
do
be
it,
$1,000, dude.
dude? Have you even started doing it with just cold bath water yet?
No,
'Cause you
I haven't
gotta do
done
that
anything.
first.
Dude,
before
I barely can wash my hands with like room temperature water. I have to do it warm.
Me too, dude. It's one thing in the summer to take a cold shower, but you have to
Yeah.
like start at Luke, and then you
Yeah.
kind of like,
Oh yeah.
and then you a little bit,
Yeah.
and then, but it's another thing in the wintertime to just get
Yeah.
in like a cold shower.
Oh,
I couldn't
yeah.
imagine a cold hot.
Dude, I'm
cold
like a
tub.
little little snake, dude. I like to like get on the hot asphalt,
God.
you know, the little hot
Yeah,
asphalt.
snake.
Yeah, dude, I gotta warm up. I gotta slither on the asphalt. You know what I mean?
Dude, just sunbathe a little bit.
Sunbathe.
Crack an egg on me, baby.
Yeah, spreading butt cheeks in the sun butthole.
How else are you supposed to do it but in the middle of the street?
Dude, I feel like a lot of people that probably do get cold plunges.
Do you?
And I feel that way.
No, yeah, I've got a customer that got one, and he's like, you know,
You buy it and then you probably don't use it that much.
yeah, and I've tripped over it. I've like tripped over it so many times because there's like a cord that runs from like a motor into his like bed.
Oh, so he has a good one then.
I think so.
Yeah, he's got the actual
I've
like
kicked the
self
cord
cooling
out
one.
so many times.
Damn, dude, He's probably pissed.
Shh, I hope he doesn't listen
He
to the
goes
pod.
out there every time. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be so cold today." And then at the
You know how I know he doesn't listen to the pod? Because he would pay his bill on time. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, got
I'm
him.
just kidding.
Oh yeah. No,
wait,
for real.
what?
Yep. No, wrong one. No, it's gonna happen. I think that, or maybe he thinks that when you
Aphrodite's.
when you unplug it, and he comes out and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so intense."
And it's like, oh, I
And
guess
then he gets, and he's like, "Yeah, this isn't that bad.
Gosh,
It's
this is
actually-
like
I'm so good at cold
room
plunging.
temperature.
I'm so good at cold plunging.
Yeah. I could sit in
Got him!
I could sit in this thing all day.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, he's thinking he's doing a good job. He's not. That's all right though.
No, I don't know if I've ever kicked it out, but I've thought I did. And it's like, man, that cord's gonna break.
Have you ever peed in it?
I know he's not watching, but
He's probably not.
no, I'm not.
But
I'm
if he
gonna
is.
be in it.
But if he is.
Peeing's always a tricky thing because I've had customers that are like that hired me because the last people peed, and so it's like, well, okay, and you tell her, where do you work?
Wait, they hired you because the last
They fired their last-
landscaper peed in their yard?
Yeah, but it was more like
That's
on their
so-
house.
That's so common though. Oh, they peed literally on they peed on the siding of the house.
Yeah, but it's one thing. If it's the siding, I wouldn't pee on it. But it's like brick. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pee
It
on someone's
soaks
house.
into the brick. At least siding is like concrete. It'll just like roll off. Or maybe like they peed on the
That thing.
AC
There's a
unit.
yellow spot on the bricks.
Yeah.
I think it's from me. No, they're. Yeah, he walked out and the guy was peeing on his house. So he fired.
Yeah.
It was like, I said, don't pee at this guy's house. But
Yeah.
then sometimes it's hard to find a good spot to pee because in neighborhoods, especially this time of year, it's like,
Yeah.
I know I've got no mic. I've got no hands to hold the mic. I was
Yeah.
worried about this on the way here. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be watching my hands.
I know, because
Yeah.
it is weird. It's nice, but it is weird because I didn't know what to do at first because I am used to doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
You're
just
used
like,
to this?
hold on. Yeah.
No, yeah, but so he told me so I told everybody like don't pee at this guy's house. But
Yeah.
it's always tricky because this time of year there's no leaves on the trees. You go back behind someone's house and you look up and it's like,
They
dang,
still see.
if there's anyone in that house back there, they're
Yeah.
all just looking down at my wiener.
It's organic.
Yeah.
You're composting.
So I've got an enclosed trailer, so a lot of times I'll just go like and pee into a bottle inside the trailer. But
There you go.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the guys do with open trailers.
With the open trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hold it. Or they have catheters. A lot of guys use
Yeah.
catheters.
Yeah, that's a big thing along
And
landscapers.
landscapers, yeah.
Yeah, they actually at the Howard Brothers,
Yeah.
they
Zach Howard
they sell
and
catheter
his
bags.
brothers.
Yeah, Howard Brothers is like a Ace Hardware,
Oh, yeah. I love Ace Hardware.
not Howard Brothers though.
No, I don't like Howard Brothers.
Yeah, Ace Hardware has them too. The catheter bags for the Mexicans.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit too small for my pecker, so it's hard because they're for Mexicans. That's a
dude,
joke.
Those
It's a
little
joke.
tomatillos.
That's a joke.
They got little the flatas. Flaco. Yeah, they're small. They're skinny.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paquito.
dude,
Flaco.
why are you insulting my Panamanian culture?
My culture.
Heritage.
Culture.
Culture. What am I trying to say? Panamanian
Culture?
heritage.
Yeah, heritage. Yeah. Yeah. Your ancestry.
I said culturage.
culturage. Yeah, it's like porridge
Yeah.
and culture mixed together because it is like a melting pot.
Yeah.
And you know.
Yeah.
Dude,
White's from Panama, you know what I mean?
there is
and we just got our Panama Canal back. Did you hear about that?
Did we really?
Well, we
Because
got
I heard
they're
that
not-
Panama's like submitted to us a little
they're
bit. but I don't
getting
know why.
out of the deal with China.
But
China.
But I heard that they were letting us go through that port for free.
All right.
Is that true?
Well, yeah, now they are.
Can we fact check it?
Or
Should,
they
I,
didn't.
should I act like Jamie from JRE just because I have a
Yeah, that'd be
computer
good because
and fact
like
check things?
my name's Drew, so I can't be Jamie.
But you're good at it too. That's why maybe
Yeah.
next time we'll have both of our
But
computers.
yeah,
I think that's a good idea.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be tight, and it'll be like symmetrical.
Yeah, I
Looking
know
at
that's
it.
what I was worried
And
about.
we can battle like Battleship.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe instead we don't do a podcast. We just play Battleship.
We'll film it and pretend we're not podcasting, but we'll play Battleship, and people will just have to watch that.
Yeah, no mics.
And then, dude, we'll both have canisters of biscuits, and we'll have to see whoever's bus first loses. Yeah,
I'm getting some yeasty shit, bro. I'm getting my yeast ready.
Get my yeast ready. It's gonna be powerful.
That's how they used to make bombs back in the day.
Super powerful yeast.
Before they had gunpowder, they used to make bombs out of yeast. But they'd throw the bomb and it'd be like, all right, just wait a night. Wait till the nighttime and it'll blow. It'll pop.
Buttery, flaky, delicious bombs.
Just like some guy walks up, it's like you hear pop, everybody wakes up and like Joe's just got dough all over his face. He's like, no, I got doughed.
I guess we lost. You gotta go home.
Give up the castle.
Oh, dude.
Gonna give up the castle? We got dough bombed.
Dude, when I was down in Uruguay, like they had this so it was like I hit it at
Is
the
it more
right
like
time.
Uruguay?
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say like pronounce it Uruguay.
Yeah,
But,
it's a you're away with a
we say
Y.
Uruguay. It's funny because like there's certain people when I was down there. So I'll paint a picture a little bit.
Uruguay.
So when I flew in, people told me that you want to try to speak Spanish because the people there, they don't like speaking English, but they do speak English.
They all
So
speak
it's like
English.
they all speak English.
Yeah. More people in the U.S. don't speak English than anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and Uruguay is a weird, I don't know what you'd call it, like a Latin American country because it's like Argentina. It's really like heavily European based. Spanish people.
Yeah.
So it's like people from Spain and stuff.
Yeah, like
so
my culture from Panama.
Yeah, right.
My
exactly.
whites.
So it's like white Spanish people basically. A lot of them.
They're
Not
all
of them.
Germans
Not
in
all
Argentina.
because there's some native people there that are a lot.
Yeah,
darker.
but that's why
It's just
Lionel
different.
Messi looks a white person.
Yeah, because they're European. The Europeans came over. There's a lot of Italian influence, French influence, German influence because the Nazis actually fled from.
Yeah, that's why I said
Europe.
German. They're all Germans in Argentina.
And I actually met a German down there, and he owned. I'm talking about. I've seen mansions here in the United States, and I stayed at this guy's house the 2 days before I flew out. It is the most random dude. I have pictures of this guy's house, and he had artwork. And the mansion.
Generational
was
money.
as big as anything I've ever seen over here. And we live in Atlanta. I've seen very large homes, like very large homes. And this guy had every vegetable and fruit tree that you could grow in his yard, acres of stuff, and a mansion that just like dwarfed anything I've ever seen. And he was
And
there
you stayed
by
there?
himself. Yeah. So this girl I went down to Uruguay to stay with, I was down there for a month. The reason I even went down there.
Bonita, is the girl pretty?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, her name's Sophia.
Did you love her?
She's a very nice girl. Yeah, I liked her. Yeah, she was great. She
Oh.
yeah, she was super nice. And the reason I met her is because my sister and her husband Jeff, in the season they farm, and so in the off season.
Yeah. You've told me. You've actually. I think you've explained this on the pod, but you can go ahead. Yeah, finish.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that come up from South America.
And they
to
work with your sister.
Yeah.
And then they go back to Uruguay.
So their summer and winter are
They say good?
offset. Yeah, they're offset. So like their winter is our summer.
Yeah,
our summer.
right.
So when their winter hits, because Uruguay is a big surf community. It's a coastal, country, so they're big on surfing. So like when the winter hits, they don't have anything to do. They come up. That's all they do in Uruguay. It's just farming and like coastal cities. So they grow. The biggest export is like wine. They export wine and like beef.
How do they say wine? They don't do W's, do they?
Yeah, I forget how they say. Is it vino? Yeah, vino.
Oh yeah,
vino, something like
Vino,
that.
the B.
Yeah, because V's are pronounced like B's, but the double L's down there. So double
Like
L's
ja.
like, say jam. Yeah, llama. But
Yeah,
down
it's
there
like
is
ja.
llama.
Yeah, it's like
llama.
Puerto Rico.
Yep. Oh. But
Pajama. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but they don't like speaking English, and I tried to speak English to get directions, and they like were really shitty with me, which is fine. But like, because I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, the whole story I was trying to get to is this freaking.
But what if you approach him in Spanish? Like, hola, te habla inglés?
Yeah, if you try, just like any
Oh,
other
okay,
language.
gracias.
They just want you to try.
Yeah.
It really is all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
That's
eventually
kind of how
learned
we
that
feel.
about a month ago. Yeah, I was a month into it, and like even Sophia would make me go to the store, and like she'd be like, "What are you gonna buy?" And then she'd make me write out like how to say what I wanted when I got there, and so I'd have to try to do it.
And her English was just fine.
Oh yeah, she's really good. They're all really good at English.
Yeah.
But the thing it's a funny story. So like
I don't want to hear it, dude.
there was this festival that happened because it's all like coastal cities. So you have like these little towns along the coast, like every, let's say 10 miles. So you'd have, and they're like little strips of town. So they're like there's like one big road that goes along the coast. And then there's these little offshoots of roads that go from that big road to the actual beach. And they're just strips. So it's like a strip road with towns that lead
to the beach, not along the beach.
Right. So there's a road that goes along the coast, like north and south.
Yeah, like 5 miles from the coast.
Yep.
Or like
And then
mile.
there's these little towns that offshoot from that
Right.
that go out to the beach.
Right.
And there's these little towns. And there's this festival that happens out there where they're like, praising the ocean god. And they called it a certain word and I don't remember, but the ocean's like a big part of their life. They're like a surf town in each of these like towns. And so what they do is each town, they build like this boat and they put all this like memorabilia stuff and flowers in it. And they're like trying to like praise this ocean god.
And they litter.
Right. And so the whole thing is like they start at the end of the street, away from the beach. And then they do this song and dance and like march this boat that they build. It's like a big
Down
boat.
to the
There's
water.
like a lot of people all the way down to the water. And then they push it out into the ocean to see how far it'll go. Like basically, right? And so we did this in the one town she lived near. And it was pretty wild and the music was cool. The people were fun. And there were some friends there. My sister and Jeff weren't there. They were in like way up north where I wasn't. But anyways, and we took a little bit of like shimmery stuff, the old, LSD or whatever you want to call it. And so we were like, it's like, trippy, and we're doing this thing and like they're marching the boat down to the ocean and it's like this whole thing. And then all of a sudden they get to the ocean and they try to push the boat in the water. The waves are so big. The waves are so big they can't get it out there. And they're just trying to push the boat and it just like topples over.
And how big was this boat? How big was the boat?
It's probably like, I don't know, like 8 feet maybe or something, it's not like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's
It
just
finally
like,
toppled.
yeah, it's just like they couldn't, get it out there far enough because the waves were like,
It's like a surf community.
yeah, the summertime, like the waves actually get really good. They're like, it's actually like, I didn't know this going down there at all. I wasn't anticipating this, but like it is a destination around there for surfers to come around the world for certain areas, not every area, but certain areas.
Right. Depending on the shape of the beach or whatever.
Yeah. And it's like a traditional, like when we went to Punta del Diablo, it's like the northernmost part where my sister and Jeff stayed. When I eventually went up there, like the last week I was there, like everybody's out on the beach, like people camp
Is that the
there.
point of the devil?
Yeah, right, exactly. And they camp there in like VW bugs and vans, and they just stay there for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And they just live on the beach. Like that's just because it's not like America where there's like rules.
Right.
And like the craziest part was where my sister and Jeff stayed. They're just like vacant homes along the coast, like in this cove area. Like there's no rules. Like you just literally go into this place and they like set up shop and like now we live here.
And there's no like police or anything?
No, it's just literally like this is ours now and then we'll leave at some point. Like seriously. It was like the craziest thing. And there's like locals, but like there's like certain little houses and there's like 3 houses that kind of like encased this cove that they were in. It was like surrounded by rocks and there was like a little beach. And the house next to them, they were hanging out with this band that was staying there that was basically just came to Uruguay from Argentina to just play like jam band music for like 3 months. And they would just play every spot in the town. They play live music every night, twice a night. They just go hang out with them, drink, listen to the music, dance, and do their stuff, surf during the day. And like, it's just a weird, like I've never experienced anything like it. It's super weird. Like it's just a lawless, like there's really no rules, but everybody was
But
just
no one's
chilling.
but no one's breaking the rules.
But nobody's breaking the rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. It's just very granola, kind of like hippie,
Yeah.
old school vibes. It's just like everybody's doing their thing. Nobody bothers anybody and things are just happening. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, until a fucking conservative shows up and says, "Let's do a beer bong."
I know, right? Yeah, it is super, super funny. But I thought that was the funniest thing in the world because it was like a very like proper, like going back to the boat thing, is like a very proper ceremony. Like they're doing prayers.
Dude.
And they're like, you know,
I had
really
a feeling
like
that's you.
sanctimonious. And then like we get to the beach, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, I forget the name of
And
the
is it
god
on
that
fire or
was,
anything? The boat's not on
No,
fire, right?
they didn't put it on fire, but yeah, as soon as
It's just got stuff in it,
as
though.
they got out like in knee deep of water and trying to push this.
Was
thing
everybody
out.
just laughing, or were they like, no, no?
No, people were like kind of just like, well, I guess that's what happened.
That's it this year.
Yeah, this year that's what's happening. I got
Yeah.
a Seaboat, and then they're just like, all right, well, let's go party or whatever.
Well, because what if the boat does go out there? They just let the ocean eat
But yeah,
it?
boat just I not like honestly, if you're not even with like small waves, like how would you get a boat out into the ocean and just go by itself? Like,
Have you ever
what
seen
were
Moana?
No,
She needed a bigger boat.
needed a bigger boat.
Yeah.
David loves that movie,
You've never seen it.
The Marshmallow Man. That was here earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about Marshmallow Man.
I know. I didn't want to give away his identity, but if you guys didn't know, the kid that gave us the pack of marshmallows and that was under the marshmallow blanket was David.
I
Thank you.
thought that's who it was.
Yeah, that's right. So, anyways, that's all I had. I just wanted. I
Anyways.
don't know why I wanted to tell that story. I always in my mind it's so funny because I
It's a
still
good
see
story.
it and I'm just like,
I know you almost made it
Yeah.
seem like there was something more after that, but that was the funny part. You should have just made that the funny part.
yeah, the
Gosh.
boat toppled.
I know that's one problem
Such
about the
a
pod that we have is that Moody just sucks at telling stories. Like it's like, yo, dude, just tell the story like it's supposed to be said.
Yeah,
And
it's like-
you know what? Just give it to me. I'll say it next
Yeah.
time. Just
It's-
write it down.
This is what happens when Drew's like, hey, dude, Moody, tell like a funny story. I'm like, all right, guys, here we go. Okay, so here's the story.
And actually, actually, Max is like at home. He's like, dude, Moody, we need you to talk. Drew hasn't shut the fuck up.
He's checking in. He's like,
Yeah.
guys, you got it. No, you got it. Hey, wrangle him in. Wrangle him in. Wrangle him in.
Yeah, he's like giggling. He's like, actually, Drew is wrong about how much Chelsea Clinton got paid. It was actually $9 million.
That's right. Yeah, no, but Drew's biscuit story, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, thanks.
That was really good.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
have you seen, there's a documentary about Jerry Springer. Have you seen that out?
I've seen it out.
Okay. It's, dude,
I haven't watched it.
it's pretty, like, I wasn't interested in watching it, but Jesse had it on one night. It's pretty interesting. I would even, honestly, you don't have to watch more than 2 episodes, but like, you get enough in the first 2 episodes where it's like, okay, I see what's going on, but it is really crazy.
Did you watch American Premade?
Oh, so good.
Oh, you did.
I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
Dude, I know. I was like picturing him at the end.
Taylor Kitsch, dude. Taylor Kitsch.
Okay, so spoiler alert. I'm talking about American Premade.
We already knew the Mormons were bad.
Did we? A lot of my mom's history. Like my mom has a bunch of like.
Every time you're like,
I'm waiting. Should I stop now or just keep going?
I'll never interrupt you. I'm
Okay.
only going to do it at times that are appropriate.
Okay. My mom is the coolest girl in the world.
Yeah,
That was
she
her
is.
actually.
She is.
She's flying it over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of her history, like going back, and like she's got letters from her great grandmother or whatever, and it's like Mormon. It's like they're Mormons on the way out to Salt Lake City, like keeping
For real?
diaries,
Your mom?
keeping diaries. Yeah,
Your mom?
yeah.
No way.
And the thing is, my
mom's
dad's got
Mormon?
no, but she has that in her family, like
Oh, okay.
You
On her
know-
mom or dad's side?
probably on her dad's
Okay.
side.
Yeah, so
Because
your
her mom's
is from-
dad was an immigrant from Norway, so it wouldn't have
Ah,
been his side. Is her side, yeah, but
So your mom's mom is from Panama.
yeah. No, my mom's mom is actually from Alaska. Her dad, Andrew Johnson, who I was named after, not the president.
Your great grandfather.
Yeah, my great grandfather, Andrew Johnson. He moved here from Norway and was a fisherman in Alaska. That's how he found a living. So then
That's a hard man.
Yeah.
That's
hard
a
man.
Yeah, that's a hard work. You got
Yeah,
some
cold,
good genes.
really cold boy.
The original cold plunge.
Yeah.
You living in it.
Yeah, so then, that my grandmother was born in Alaska, but then my mom's dad was born in Panama, and his dad was too.
Your mom's
But
dad.
they were only working on the canal zone,
Oh, I see.
so they were Americans.
So, but they didn't get affected by the malaria or the mosquitoes or anything.
Well, no, dude, because we got strong genes. Like
You do have-
I'm not
dude,
wearing jeans
If you
now,
think
but I
about
got
your
strong
history
jeans.
though, for real though. If you think about your history, you have some fucking like
Good ones too.
no, you have some like yeah, Like
Yeah.
some crazy good, solid genes right there, dude. Those are hardworking people right there.
Thank you.
For
And I actually knew a bunch of Mormons in my family from when I've been alive. All my cousins, my dad's side has cousins too.
So the Mormons were coming from
They were moving out west.
Alaska?
They were trying to make it their way to Salt Lake City. So if you look, there's like 2 routes to
Yeah.
get out west.
yeah.
There's like the settler route, and then there's like the Mormon route. It's just above one of the main rivers. I don't remember which river it is, but like
Gotcha.
there's like 2 separate routes. But yeah, like she's got a bunch of a couple family members that she's got like books of diaries from them on their way out. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, talking about all this crazy stuff, like crazy stories, just like that show.
I bet.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
it was
really
that-
interesting.
That's like
Like
Uruguay
we were
side,
invaded
like,
by
talk
aliens
about
today,
lawless.
or not aliens. We
Yeah.
were invaded by Indians today.
yeah,
and
extraterrestrials.
Thank God we restocked on ammo because we almost ran out, but only 2 guys ended up getting hurt. You know, we had to cut off one guy's foot, like shit like that.
just so he so he
Seriously.
was still alive, but he learned a lesson.
Yeah, don't fight with the
Don't
Indians.
fight.
Yeah, yeah, because Black Hawk will come and get you. That was him right there. So my mom talks just like him. You want to call it? Oh, yeah.
That's it. Right there, the
No,
short
one
and
more.
sweet.
Give me the.
Oh yeah, ready? This is the big one, guys. The crescendo of the episode. Thank you guys for sticking with
Yeah,
us so
thank you,
much.
guys.
We
It's
really
fun.
appreciate you guys. It's been probably almost 2 hours. Thank you.
Thank you.